backstage at Country Thunder with. Is it weird when people call you Brian because you just BK?
Hey, you can call me whatever you want.
No, but I mean,
I like Brian. Yeah, probably mostly BK actually.
Because I was gonna say,
These
once
days,
you get a
probably.
nickname, it's so weird, and especially people hearing somebody call you not your nickname.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a friend like that. When you're like, oh, your name is actually this? I only ever hear this thing.
Whenever I go order coffee somewhere new, I'll say Brian, and they're like, Braun?
Braun?
I'm like, no.
Close enough, man.
I'm
Whatever you
like,
need.
Brian.
Does anybody ever call you Whopper?
Probably close to that. Yeah, BK Broiler. Actually, that BK Broiler was a low-key nickname for a hot second.
Good.
I kind of
I
forgot
like
about that.
That's when you squish it, though. Guys, we are not letting that go any longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're here in the games room, and I saw you like me, you're like a kid. You walk in here, and these games remind you.
Yeah.
Were you a video game kid growing up?
Not a huge one. I mean, we had a couple. I was really into GoldenEye and Mario Kart.
Best, man. Did you and your buddies ever do the
Warzone
GoldenEye
wrestling.
parties
Oh,
where
yeah,
everybody
bro.
would do, everybody got a screen, right?
Yep. Those were the days, man. Friday night, pizza, sleepover, and then the next night there's like WrestleMania or something on.
Yes.
Do like a 2 nights.
Here's my thing, the fact that we lived the same childhood and you're just like a much cooler person than I am, I'm like, well, what did I do wrong? I was doing the same
You're
things at
pretty
7.
Cool. You're pretty cool.
That's all right.
Did you ever? I don't relate to this. I want to relate. Did you ever chew on your Barbie shoes?
I don't think I had.
Well, then
Barbies.
I'm just gonna.
Maybe my G.I. Joe boots, but I don't think I chewed on them.
Let me just quickly gnaw on these really
I was like
quickly.
trying to make them fight
They
and
just
like.
were so satisfying. Okay, anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Good to know.
That's interesting.
we were talking to Tyler and we were just kind of chatting, and he said that you were the one that sort of brought the single thing to him. Like, I'm going to do my thing for a little bit. And he said it took him a while to really click in that, oh, this is a cool thing. What made you decide, like, I need to do some of me?
Well, to be honest with you, man, I mean, it was a conversation between us probably even since 2016. I was feeling super creative then as well and just wanting and needing a little bit extra outlet. And so, timing kind of aligned up in 2020 where everything was canceled. And, we had turned in our 5th record, which was Life Rolls On. And that was, kind of our kind of agreement, once we turned in our 5th record, we would kind of start creating more freedom for ourselves and trying different things. We started writing with different people years before, and so to have an extra outlet to, honor our artistry and our creativity, and man, we're just always writing so many different songs, and so to have these songs that are on the shelf that maybe only he could sing or that I could only sing, let's get those out in the world, and support each other. And so I brought it up, but to be honest with you, from the moment I mentioned it, it was always to be, this and that, not this or that, So this year has been a year of getting to do both. So it's been a cherry on top, man. I've done some solo touring this year. We've done FGL festivals, and it's a dream come true. So I've always been supportive of let's keep both things going forward. So that's kind of where my head's at, and has always been. But just excited to see what other waves we can hop on and just have some fun. And we're just blessed to do music for a living, man. I wake up every day, and we're same with Tyler, always thinking about the next great idea, the next song title, the next guitar riff, the next song, whether we wrote it or not, or if it's a friend that wrote it, or one of our songwriters that we have under our publishing company. Man, songs and music are continuing to lead and guide our way and through life, and that's all we can ask for. So
it's more of a comment
really
than like
happy.
a question, but like the two of you together or separately have this sound, and you've just nailed it in a way that there's nothing you could put out. I was just listening to your latest single, and there's nothing you could put out that I've ever, honestly, in my life, and I couldn't say this for any other artist, I've been like, no, that's not for me. Every single song I've ever heard from you guys, and like,
that's a big compliment.
or
Thank
alone,
you.
like separately or together. So it's pretty incredible what you guys do.
Thank you very much.
She said
very
that
proud
all
of it, and thank
festival
you.
to every artist. I'm just kidding.
No, not true.
hilarious.
It's not true.
Well, I will say, very, very proud of what we've done, and it's all about the fans. The fans, whether you're out there in the festival, in the front row or the back row, or a fan, country radio supporting us, programming, DJing, whatever it is, we've had so many people move and shake this whole thing with us.
Yeah.
And that's special, man, because when you've got this cool thing and it's not just you. You feel like you've got a big family, and so all our fans, we're just super grateful, man.
What I love
it's
is
awesome.
when you're allowed to, not allowed, but when you finally get the chance to just do you. there's got to be just this freedom to it where you're like, oh, I can shine this light on this that I haven't been able to do before. Is there a song we've heard or maybe haven't heard yet where you think this is the most me I've shown yet?
I mean, I think we're always evolving and always, you know, I mean, I probably say that about my first whole record, you know, and then the next record I write, this is the most me. So I think if I do it right, every project or every song, you know, that comes out is always the updated version of myself. So.
Well, the updated version, because it's funny, and we do this too, like, I'm sure you guys go back to those first promo shoots, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, and you look at yourselves now, like how far we've come and the styles that have evolved, right?
Yeah.
And this feels just sort of the beach cowboy. I know, like this is the thing now, right? And it just feels super authentic.
Thank you.
Is
Cowboy.
it?
I love that.
But that's right.
Yeah.
That's what we're going for, right?
Well, I am a Florida Georgia line. Grew up in Florida, still live in Florida. Go back and forth between there and Nashville, but and just.
Where in Florida?
We live in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida, in the Panhandle, and so I don't know. It just came really easy to me, man. And you know, like I said, it's not something. It's having a solo outlet and doing this has always been a dream of mine. But it was so unexpected during COVID, man, because like I said, everything was canceled, and I really just dove back in after a couple months off, enjoying life, cooking with Brittany, hanging out with the dogs, fishing, and doing all these things to keep ourselves busy one day at a time because you didn't know when it was going to get opened back up, right?
Yeah.
And so getting back to the music, man, you know, like everywhere I turned, I felt like I'd look out and I was like, oh, it's a good day for a boat ride. I'm like, there's a song, you know, that ended up being Boat Ride, and there's all these titles that were just coming to me, and so I didn't want to ignore that, you know, or wait till I'm, you know, older, 20 years from now, the ideas or the inspiration and the energy might not be there, you know, so it's been fun. I love writing for FGL stuff. I love trying to write and get cuts for other artists, and I definitely love writing for myself. It's just they're all kind of different muscles, a little bit different strategy, but I love it all.
So in regard to tonight's show, are you worried about slipping on the wet stage?
I'm honestly concerned because that's the first thing when I looked out the hotel window. I was getting ready and I go, son of a gun.
Oh yeah.
I got some slippery freaking
gotta give
boots.
it a little,
I
like,
picked the
slip
wrong
check.
boots for this weekend.
They're good boots.
Do you want to borrow my?
They're great boots.
Do you want to borrow these?
Those
I mean,
are great. Yeah, I'm sure
need
they're the
some,
same
like-
foot size too.
Yeah, I don't know if those are gonna work tonight, but hey, we could like cut the toes
Oh
out.
no,
my-
you'd be surprised. She's got incredibly big feet.
We have to cut this off right